talk loud because the basement's noisy. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is actually very, very, very sweltering outside, it being summer after all, and yet me in my noisy basement with my ugly fluorescent lights, it is actually very, very, very cold. So I have turned the camera around and I have my little fireplace heater going on over here, believe it or not, so we can have a little Father's Day kind of themed fireside chat to go along with this month's DVD video thrift haul. Yes, I have been at the thrift store again, and you know, it's easy to go to all the kind of antiquing, if we're making it upscale, yard sales, thrift shopping. You know, it's easy to do that, I guess, with mom, with the girlfriends or something. You know, you can always find something goofy or some little fun tchotchkes or some little tacky, goofy thing that mom will love. I always feel like I have to explain when I get to the counter, this is not for me, this is for my mother. Oh, sorry, mom. But, you know, sometimes, what do you get for all the gentlemen folks in your life, right? And, you know, particularly these plague days, you know, especially with, you know, dads and grandpops, you know, that are older, you know, it's not necessarily safe to take them out to a restaurant, a nice luncheon, or even to go to the movies. You know, for certain folks, we like to pretend that we're over the plague, so it is over, but, you know, it's not. You know, there are certain still, you know, immunocompromised and elderly folks that still have to be very careful. So, you know, what do you get for dad and for grandpa or father-in-law? And to me, of course, the answer is movies. That's probably easy for me because we tend to have the same taste in movies. So I actually ended up with some videos here that are more, there we go, that are more male-friendly that I wanted to talk about this month. I guess I will start with this giant John Wayne set. This was $8 for the John Wayne set, which for 5 movies, I thought was a really great deal. Now, I have actually, ironically, even discussed already a couple movies that are in this set on previous DVD thrift hauls. And I have mentioned that I have actually gotten duplicates sometimes when I'm shopping. Sometimes when things are only $1 or $2, you think, gee, I don't remember if I had that, I should get it anyway. And then it turns out I do have it. And to me, that's always been okay because I've just always been able to pass along, particularly Westerns, to my father-in-law. So, this I saw, and, okay, yes, spoiler alert, I'm keeping this. This set is for me. So the couple duplicates here are actually some things that I'm going to pass along. But I do not actually have The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance on DVD. And I was like, whoa, okay, it's a nice set. And this does bring me to a point of something I should mention in some of the DVD thrift haul videos that I've done, where it seems like I've grabbed all kinds of unique finds. You know, there are things that I do pass. You know, I did actually see a DVD, or not, yeah, it was a DVD set, a slim case of Buffy Season 6. And I have seen some Blu-rays now for $2 and $3 of things that I already have. And now, to go from DVD to Blu-ray, if it's something that, I mean, is a film that maybe you're really not going to notice the difference, or if it isn't a special edition that has new or more features, you know, then I'll say, well, that's not that big of a deal. And with the Buffy set, I knew that there were other editions of larger sets that had more features, that had other things in them. So sometimes I don't get everything. Sometimes you have to weigh that something may be cheap, but may not be necessarily worth the price. But this I thought was, and you know, you can always find John Wayne stuff. Especially, you know, a lot of the really budget DVD kind of DVDs that always have something like Angel and the Badman or McClintock, which are great movies, I recommend, but they're in the public domain. So sometimes you'll always see like these 10 John Wayne movie sets, and they'll be all pre-Stagecoach, kind of really run-of-the-mill assembly line 30s B pictures that aren't good. So sometimes it does take having a little bit of, you know, knowledge of what's quality set worth the price and what's not. And This I thought was a really nice set, which, okay, I suppose I may let my grandpa borrow. We'll see. I do have a couple other classics in here as well that I picked up. The Taming of the Shrew, Elizabeth Taylor, Richard Burton. This is one of those kind of over-the-top kind of material that is just, you know, meant for them. And East of Eden, I didn't have on DVD. How dare they put the sticker on James Dean's face? Now that's just rude. Not classic. Machine Gun Preacher. This one I actually got at the dollar store. Excuse me, now $1.25 store. This was actually, might have been number 3, I think, in my Gerard Butler top 10 list at InSession Film. Actually, it feels kind of strange talking about this now because we obviously have a gun problem in this country that people need to do something about, you know, pronto. So this film is produced actually by the Sam Childers, who is the topic of the piece, the minister who went to the Sudan and built an orphanage and was defending the children there. So it is definitely biased, and that is one of the problems with the film, that it is kind of uneven between telling his life story and actually telling, you know, the compelling kind of film narrative. But Gerard Butler really shines in this in a serious kind of dramatic piece, and there are definitely parts of it that are really emotional and uplifting. So this is something that is a great film that I feel like just maybe when it came out kind of disappeared. You know, I feel like every time we see Gerard Butler movies, they're always the big romantic comedies or the, you know, kind of big action kind of pieces. And I feel like we've pigeonholed him in that. But particularly in my top 10 list, I did have, you know, there are certain dramatic films where I wish he did kind of do more kind of character type roles that he does actually, you know, do pretty well with them. Who knew? Go. Double feature. Again, now this one does definitely look like one of these little budget DVD type little sets. But it is a Frank Sinatra double feature, Suddenly, and The Man with the Golden Arm. Yes, we love Frank Sinatra in this house, understandably. I mean, hello, look at my name. I did not have these editions. These are the Coppola Restoration sets, which again, I do think come in a bigger box trilogy. You know, let's be honest though, I mean, the trilogy is The Godfather, The Godfather 2, and Goodfellas. I mean, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, Godfather 3 isn't a bad movie, but like the whole cousin thing is weird. And, you know, it's like I often say, like, okay, Wayne Gretzky had a brother who played many years, a fellow professional ice hockey player. Was he as good as Wayne Gretzky? No, but that didn't necessarily make him a bad hockey player. I didn't have these editions, and this I feel like is a great example. You can always seem to find, you know, The Godfather. When I go to the thrift store, I often pass by it. I see it lots of times, just the standard DVD versions. And, you know, this I thought was really fitting, particularly for my family, where it's, you know, it's Thanksgiving. What channel is The Godfather on? It's Christmas. What channel is The Godfather on? What? The Godfather's not on TV this year? And then, you know, our non-Italian husbands who are sitting there like, oh, I'm so glad The Godfather isn't on TV this year. You know, this is the kind of movie where, hey, if you know that there's some great old classic film that you happen to see that, you know, I'm still trying to explain to my dad how there's thousands of free things that he could watch on his Roku TV if he just clicked on the Roku channel. But he's still angry at the Comcast tiers and pricing, but yet not ready to make the move to streaming. So if you still have, you know, some older relatives, you know, you can pick up, you know, a great title, you know, stocking stuffer type thing for, you know, Pop. So I also will probably rub it in and be like, hey, I'm watching special features about The Godfather. Oh, The Sting. This one is actually sealed up, and it still has a $9.99 original tag on it. It does say used DVD, but it's resealed. The Legacy Series The Sting Special Edition, and this is in some nice little It's been sitting here for a couple weeks unopened, so I'm going to open it. Oh, this feels so cool. Okay, why can't all classic movies come in these kind of little leather feeling kind of little book editions? Oh. Universal Legacy Series. And 2 discs, feature film and bonus features. I have no idea what, because it doesn't say like on the pretty label on the back, but just the pretty of this set. And well, how much did this cost? $2. This little box is a little beat up, but it is also a stamped special edition, and this was $2. And I did again have a plain DVD of this that's going to get passed on. Ooh. Well, it is a little tore up, but that's okay. It also has a neat little, oh, it's still got like a bunch of little lobby cards and stuff in here. Oh, wow. Oh, these are so cool. Ooh. I almost feel like these would be something really great to frame. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly theatrical movie posters. Oh, wow. Yeah, these would be something really cool. If, you know, my room is obviously Dark Shadows oriented, but, you know, if you have like a room that you're decorating that's in sort of movie themes or Western themes, these kind of things would be really neat just to kind of do in like a little frame series. Now, and a real collector maybe probably would have paid a couple dollars just for these alone. So wow. But yeah, I'm not giving these away. These are staying. What else is in here? There's so much in here. There's a whole other booklet? This is a booklet that went along with it? Oh, how cute. There's a booklet in here. And then, how the heck are you supposed to get them out? Maybe the box here wasn't exactly the best format for this. There is 2 discs in here, disc 1 and disc 2. But that's another thing I guess we discovered about DVDs along the way. Sometimes there were just certain things that just, cases and formats that just did not work, that were just cracked and broken, which, this is a little pretty set though. I do think this is still kind of handsome. I'll probably give that a little bit of tape and just stick this nice on my shelf. I'm getting like sophisticated here with some of these nice little video sets. And lastly, not a classic per se, not classic if we're talking about ye old film, but a modern kind of classic, Tombstone. Val Kilmer has been having a nice little resurgence. This is a really cool set. Again, one that I surprisingly did not have. Ooh, it's got a little booklet in here too. On your Huckleberry. You get carried away. Oh my gosh. Okay, there is a little booklet. This is such a cool set. Oh my gosh. There it is. And there was Wyatt Earp. I mean, I enjoy Kevin Costner. Everybody, of course, in the house has been watching Yellowstone. But I think he did Wyatt Earp around the same time, which I don't think is as good. I feel like that was the beginning, maybe, of the windblown Costner era, shall we say? You know, where Dances with Wolves is okay. I could lose an hour of Dances with Wolves, let's be honest. I can't believe that there's actually an even longer version of Dances with Wolves. And then we, you know, Waterworld, The Postman, it was like, dude, okay, get an editing button, okay, George R.R. Martin here. But I definitely think Tombstone is the better piece. Oh, this, not only is this a booklet, I'm just finding so many more magical things in here. This is a booklet that opens up to even more pictures. And there was another little thing in here. This is like a little bifold. 2 discs and a map, apparently. This is really cute. This is another thing, again, I've said this before, you know, certain, Disney has a section where they'll have the features that go along with a film, but a lot of streaming things like that don't have that. And when you've got sets like this that just have such time and dedication, this is so cool. The gunfight at the OK Corral, the beginning, as illustrated in Wyatt Earp's own hand, 1919. That was so fun. Like, okay, again, history buffs here, Western movie lovers. I do love Westerns. This is really cool. This is so funny. Again, another thing that if you... I have hung a few things, the maps that came with the Sean B and the Sharpe sets. I have actually framed and hung those up. This might be tempting. There have been a few times where, you know, maybe I found a DVD set or a Blu-ray or something where maybe you can tell that there's something missing from it, and, well, that's okay. But then when you find a complete set, this actually was $5 for the full price, but definitely well worth it. Wow. So, although these are more masculine-themed films, I just wanted to put out the recommendation there to also, you know, hey, go shopping for Dad, you know, go pick out a fun Western action classic DVD and, you know, bring some popcorn, spend some time with your loved ones. But I also got some really great finds here that I am selfish, that I'm going to keep. I will pass along a couple of the odd John Wayne duplicates that I have. I still actually have more of John Wayne than anybody else. I am progressively still upgrading from VHS for John Wayne. Now, I just keep rearranging my DVD shelf, but I have to give myself some limits and some purges right now, where I'm not going to the thrift store now in the summer because I actually have a lot of other projects that I need to do where I don't need to go out and shop and find any kind of supplies. So I need to buckle down and put some movies on and get some work done. And I enjoy making these videos. Actually, these kind of DVD-oriented videos have actually had slightly better views. I don't really like to define myself by numbers. These videos actually are doing better, that more people seem to be watching these, so thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy discussing films, and I will refer to some of these the Gerard Butler articles and the John Wayne essays that I've done at InSession Film. I will link all that information below, so please feel free to subscribe, follow, comment. I'm on Twitter as well. Wherever you'd like to have a little chat, I would love to hear from you. So thank you for watching. Bye. Ooh, under 20 minutes. Yay. I'm getting brief. It's not under 20 minutes now that I was blabbing. Ugh.